Hey guys, welcome to Surf and Show. I'm Noel Salas. We're here at the Freshwater Pro WSL doing our thing. We've had a blast, and I also want to say that we made it to the final day. Right when we walked into the gates, we ran into Marcio Zuvi, which is excellent to have a shaper interview on top of the interview we got with Filipe Toledo yesterday. So we don't know who's going to win at this point, but we're excited for what's coming, and we're hoping to run into a few more people before we leave. Enjoy, guys. So, what, second on the leaderboard right now?
Yep, number 2.
4 good runs, solid.
Yeah, it seemed like a solid little warm-up. And
yeah.
I'm stoked. Hopefully I'll get a couple more tomorrow.
You're ripping. So tell us about your board. What are you riding?
So I'm on Shell Islands, Britt Merrick shaped Rook 15 model.
Yeah.
It's a squash 2. Honestly, super similar dimensions as what I would ride in the ocean.
Okay.
I tried around with some pintails out here, but I just felt like the squash tail is a bit better for a bit more release. So, yes, large Chloe fins, and it feels pretty good. A bit fuller on the rails. I changed that up this year and had them trying. This board's so responsive and knifey, so I tried to go a little fuller and helps be maybe a bit more forgiving.
Sure.
Yeah.
So one of the things that kind of just shocked me that you said you're riding a large fin.
Yeah.
So able to push real hard, offering some resistance. Talk to us about a large fin for, I mean, it's all about weight when the manufacturer sells fins.
Yeah.
And I know you're nowhere near the weight for a large fin, but there's something, why?
I rode mediums all year last year practically, and since my whole career, and then kind of in the off season this year, we just started playing around with large fins, even in small waves type of thing. And I just really like them. I think I'm a surfer that has quite a bit of power, and so I never feel like this thing's too stiff or whatever with these, even if it's small, mushy lowers. It just feels really nice for me, and I can push as hard as I want. So I find too, especially when you're on a squash, like there's that extra bit of release that I really need the large fins to make sure I don't slide out.
Good stuff. Thanks, Lakey.
Yeah, no worries.
Congrats.
Thanks. Good to see you.
Good luck in the comp.
All right. Thanks, guys.
And this is where she has an opportunity to drop a near perfect ride.
Absolutely. Growing up on the right-hand point breaks of California, here she goes driving down the line, Ronnie.
Nice turn to get started. These are transition moves. And now she'll look to set up the tube. First section that really offers that barrel. Well covered at the moment, finding a way through this one. Drives out on that open face. Smooth carve. The wave's going to slow up here for a moment and offer a couple of big combinations.
And this is where the event can be won, right in here to get that 8.91. This is the work that really needs to be done. And there needs to be some variety in these top turns. There needs to be power, and it needs to get the judges excited.
Well, a lot of manoeuvres, and now just leaning back on the tail of the board to set up this barrel on the inside, really deep at the moment. Lakey exits the tube, goes looking for more.
Hold on!
Rips into the reverse, hangs on to that manoeuvre, and she loves the...
Good to see you, my friend. Yeah.
So Filipe Toledo ripping as always, but we really want to talk about boards.
Yep.
I'm looking at your board from a distance. Can we talk a little bit about where your carbon placement is? Like, I saw that you don't have it all the way up on the front.
Oh, yeah. So I have just, like a part of my board. It doesn't go all the way to the tail as well. It's just a little bit here. I think, it makes a big difference on the flax too, on that pop on the bottom turn and, like coming out of a turn as well. And then I have like pretty much a little bit, farther than halfway down on the bottom.
Okay.
But yeah, hypoxia board, it's, it's the Disco Inferno, the one I've been riding here last couple of years, and every time I come up here, that's the board go to, and just a little shorter, 5'8.5".
Compared to what? Like
compared to my daily board, the board that I go surf lowers normal, it's like 5'10".
Okay.
Like 1825, 225.
Sure.
This one's like 5'8.5", 1838, 2.3. 24.1 liters.
Okay.
Not too much comparing to the other guys,
Right.
Now, the wave has some power, actually.
That's what it looks like.
I mean, you don't need like thicker and wide board.
Right.
That's what I was discussing with my dad yesterday. Like if you have because it's non-stop surfing. Like bottom turn and boom, boom, boom. And the wave is always pushing you.
Yeah.
You can actually ride, a thinner board and narrower. I think it's gonna get much more, frisky, but yeah, at the same time, like kind of hard to control as well.
Sure.
I mean,
How's the weight of the board? Do you ever like talk about weight with EPS? Because yesterday was pretty windy here.
yeah, it was really windy. You know, on my practice day, you know, when I tried this board, it was really windy as well. So I was like kind of concerned about it. I was like, oh, I think it's going to be too light. You know, it's going to be a little bit shaky. And I rode it and felt really, really good. So I'm like, oh, if I'm, you know, surfing on a super windy day like this, you know, I think it's going to be fine. But definitely, you know, the weight is something that I really care about my boards. You know, if I go like J-Bay, Bells, you know, West you know, got boards like a little bit heavier, you know, so you can really cut in the water.
Okay. So question on fins. I've ridden your fins. They're sick, they're stiffer, right? So you can push real hard. I see you're riding a large fin. You and I've talked about that before out in the water. Do you ever switch maybe the same template? We all think that everything's always the same construction. Do you have a pair of fiberglass?
I do, yeah, I do actually have one. But this is the one that I've been riding, you know, forever, and it's been working really good in all kinds of conditions. You know, I rode in Tahiti, rode at, you know, J-Bay, been riding here, you know, so it's the equipment that I've been used to ride, you know, so I just feel comfortable riding it. And I mean, of course, if you're comfortable riding an equipment that's not working, you know, it's bad. But yeah, fin's been working really good. I've always ride the large one.
Okay, my last question. I think this is really important for me. EPS, PU, EPS responds different to pop, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes riding EPS, we can get to the lip a little bit faster because it's projecting off the bottom.
Yes.
Is that like adjustment time for you going from PU to EPS?
A little bit, yeah. You know, I'm not the guy that always rides epoxies, you know. I mean, to be honest, I don't really like it, you know, but I think here in the pool, because the wave is so fast, you know, and you kind of need that really light and quick board, you know, to go between turns and, you know, go up in the lip, as you said. So, yeah, I kind of like to ride epoxies over here, and, you know, it's just a little bit of adjustment, you know, to get used to it, to, you know, to jump back on it again. But I mean, it's not a big deal.
Right. You're ripping.
Thank you.
Good luck in the
thanks,
tournament. Yeah, I know. We need a world title.
Okay, that's easy, my friend. Let's go.
Marcio Zuvi, we got to talk to Filipe yesterday after his first round. We were talking about the board. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about making it. You and I were talking off to the side about the weight. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, we tried to experiment with the EPS with Filipe on the pass, and we noticed every time the boards are a little bit light or under 5 pounds, it just doesn't work because, you know, being very strong as an athlete, the way he is, he overpowers the board. So the board has to have a certain weight, which usually is about 5.5 pounds.
Okay.
So in order to achieve that, we have to be sensitive, because if we put too much glass in it, we create weight, but we also stiffen the flags.
Right.
So you have to play in a way that you get what you want without compromising other aspects of the board.
Sure.
So we went for a 2-pound density, which is a little bit heavier, a little bit more buoyancy. But when it was time to play with the flags, we used the biaxial cloth with a 4 ounce on top. So that was a good weight to the board. This is about 5.5. And then we play with the carbons in order to compensate the flags that we wanted to achieve.
Sure.
So that's basically it.
So, Marcio, Filipe mentioned it was the Disco Inferno, but you want to talk a little bit about the design? Maybe is it a little different than maybe what somebody would find off the rack? You know, it's stock board Disco Inferno, and you did something special for the pool?
No. The design itself, rocker-wise, are really similar to what you find in the stock. But for Filipe, we shortened the board. We always felt like, because he doesn't have to paddle, no paddle battle, no chasing waves, we felt like, okay, let's push the volume as low as we can get without compromising the fact that you're gonna start sinking off the turns or stalling, you know what I mean? So we pushed that as low as you could. Because basically it's waiting for the wave, 2 strokes and you're in, and then you're riding.
It starts the plane, it's up and going, it's got good speed. Now it's like you want ultra like sensitivity and performance, yeah?
Exactly. So that's what we aim. So we basically shortened it to 5.8.5. He usually rides 5.10s. But we didn't change much as far as width and thickness. They were almost the same.
Right.
So then we lower the volume, you know. And so that way you feel like the sparkiness and the way he generates speeds. So Yeah, it felt really good. I'm pretty stoked with this.
Well, guys, we're wrapping up. This is the final day. We had a blast. You know, for us, you watch the wave on TV and you see the competitors shredding and stuff, but it's nothing like being here on the sidewall where you experience the power of the wave go by, the water running over, splashing up on the wall, or even just watching the surfer go by as the waves moving so fast, and then you're watching it on the Megatron. It's definitely an experience, and I highly recommend you guys come and check the place out. For us, we had a blast. We got excellent athlete interviews. We got to check out the equipment, talk about boards, stuff I like to talk about. I just want to say a special shout out thanks to the WSL for inviting us out to have this privilege to do this. And we also want to thank you guys, our community, telling us what you wanted to see. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, we'll see you in the water. Bye-bye.